It's 9 p.m. in Austin, Texas. All amateur radio traffic, please stand by. The Oak Hill Friday Night Trivia Net is about to begin. If there is any emergency or priority traffic, please come with your name and call sign now. Nothing heard. Well, Mapuche to everyone, and a good Friday. You're listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net, brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Call sign N5OAK. My name is Rusty, WZ5BBS. I'll be your net control for tonight. I'm transmitting from IQTH in Northwest Austin to the flagship 147-320 repeater. Tonight's Trivia Net will be a hybrid net using the N5OAK, KA5D, and W5LCR repeater systems, as well as an online trivia game. We currently have the bingo machine turned on. We'll be shutting that down soon enough. To check into tonight's Trivia Net, all you'll need is a smartphone, tablet, or any computer with a web browser. I'll give you a few seconds to run to your computer or grab your device before we tell you where to go. And while you're doing that, just a reminder, to see all the frequencies the Friday Night Trivia Net is transmitting over, visit n5oak.org, ka5d.com, or crhrc.org. For our Oak Hill Club members, we have our very own Friday Night Trivia Net channel on the Discord. We got a little bit of the Discord going on there, so swing by and join everybody there. We also have aliens going on in the video net, so looks like we got a Bill and a Will, and certainly we'll have some more people jumping in. If you want to watch aliens, come join us over in the video net. Oh, we got Rob in there too. All right, now that you have your device, open a web browser and go to n5oak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your first name. If your XYL or kids would like to play along, just sign them in from their device. This also applies to all of you that's studying for your license. If you can hear my voice, you are welcome to play, and we would love to see you in the game tonight. Tonight's trivia game will be divided up into 4 rounds. Every round contains 10 questions worth 100 points each. Tonight's topics are as follows. Round 1 is Father's Day. We've got Father's Day coming up, so it's all about the bad dads in round number 1. Round number 2 is Name That Decade. That's a fun one for sure. Round number 3 is Science Trivia. And round number 4 is The Legends of Rock, REM. So if you like REM, you'll have to stick around all the way to round number 4. After each round, we'll have a short intermission to aid at drink refills and take care of all bodily functions. As always, questions, comments, and friendly taunting are welcome, because we're family here. It's the Friday Night Trivia Net, and it's just what we do. At the conclusion of tonight's trivia game, everyone will get sent home in style by our final elimination round. 1 wrong answer, and you will be officially done for the night, so make sure you pace yourself on those adult beverages. With all that said, I'm going to see if anybody has any questions before we get tonight's Trivia Net underway. If you do, please come with your name and call sign now. Nothing heard. All right. Well, if you've been out there and you've been listening and you think, someday I might do that, you better hustle up, because we got 2 more trivia nets, and then the trivia net is coming to a close. We thought we were going to keep it alive, but it doesn't look that way. So we're still June 23rd, which is Field Day weekend for those of you who are going to go play Field Day. Field Day weekend will be the last Friday Night Trivia Net, at least for a while. We might bring it back, but for a little bit, it's going to go away. So if you're out there and you're listening and you think, maybe someday, well, today better be the day. All right, we've got all the winners of the bingo. Way to go. We'll get everybody moved over into our first official round of the Friday Night Trivia Net. If you would, please make your name look like that over there on the right with your call sign, and your name makes everything a whole lot easier for me. Once again, if you would like to play along tonight, you can join the game at any time. You don't have to wait for a round to be over. Just open a web browser on your smartphone, tablet, or computer and go to n5oak.org. Click on the TriviaNet tab. Once you're there, just scroll down, click on the big green button to check in, and you too can be playing along with us. And of course, every week we give away amazing door prizes, and tonight's prize is no different. It's a free membership to the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Let's spin the wheel and see who the big winners will be tonight. And a big congratulations to all our lucky winners. After the game tonight, head over to n5oak.org and sign up to become a member. We have the welcome team standing by waiting to approve your complimentary membership as well as your request to join the Discord community. And, I think now's a good time to join the Discord as well. That's where all the stuff we can't say, the FCC frowns upon, that's over in the Discord. So come join us on the Discord. It's a whole lot of fun. For those of you who are new and haven't checked into the TriviaNet before, I'm going to run through a practice question real quick to show you how the game works, so don't you worry. Now is a great time to kind of pay attention, though, because this is going to show you how it works. So questions will be read over the repeater and displayed on your device. Let's see. You know what? Goodness, I think something has changed here. We have a countdown now for this. How entertaining. All right, I guess I should probably go check on this. Oh well, so questions will be read over the repeater and displayed on your device. Once the question has been read aloud, the answers will appear. All players will have 15 seconds to make a choice, but the longer it takes to choose an answer, the fewer points you will get. Also, remember to choose wisely as you only get one shot to answer the question. Oh, Blake, you can say Cowboys suck over the air. Don't you worry. I've done it enough that I should have plenty of nasty grams in the mail. Once the timer runs out, the correct answer will be revealed, as well as what everyone else thought it was. For those of you that like to keep up with your score, it's the number located in the top left of your screen, and it will always be available during gameplay. Now that everyone understands how the game works, let's see who has checked into the net so far tonight. We have 28 players. We got Brian, N5TZV out in Louise, Texas. We got Dave, KI5STT. He's in Buda, and that usually means we got a Dave, we got a Holly, and there she is, W5LUL. Howdy, howdy, Holly. We got a Jared, N5AFC, and a Philip, AC5G. They're hanging out in Austin. We got Laura, KI5OLG. She's out in Alvin, Texas. We got Jim, KG5IAZ. Look at that, Jim in Bay City. Welcome, welcome. We got Ernesto, KI5PZN in East Austin, and we've got Gerardo in Pasadena. We got KG5SXL guest, he's receive only in El Campo. We've got Toyotas in Louise, welcome, welcome. We got Darren, KI5HVF in Sealy, Texas. We got Blake, KI5ZTW in Spicewood, welcome Blake. We got Jason back, look at that, KB5MPJ in Buda. Jason, I think his Jeep is finished. If not, it's super close. We got Mike, W7QAG in Sugarland. We got Heather in Buda, Texas. I bet Heather is hanging out with Dave and Holly. Thomas, W5TNC in Pflugerville. Thomas just joined the club, so welcome along. His first net was last night. We got Will, KC2ZZR. If you are a Mesh-tastic fan, want to learn anything about the Austin Mesh Society, Will is your man. Good to have you, Will. We've got Connor in Hallettsville. We got Dave in Buda as well. We got a Carson, KJ5AAN in Hallettsville. Gary down in El Campo. We got Randy, KG5AFM from Montgomery, Texas. Good to have you, sir. Steve, KG5LAA in Burnett. We got Bill, W5ITZ in Ganado. Wouldn't be a net without him. We got Rob, K9LZY, the Lazy Dog in Lakeway, Shell in Hallettsville, and Nathan, KI5YOL in Angleton. And just sneaking in under the wire, we got Russ, W5ISH in Edna. 29 people hanging out with us tonight. Welcome, welcome. All right, we got Jordan, KI5RXA. He's in Bee Cave. I think Jordan is a friend of, oh, my mind just went blank. Jared, there it is. I think Jared and Jordan are buddies. If not, they should be. So there we have it. Let's say hi to all of our people. We're going to move over into round number 1 so we can get tonight's Friday Night Trivia Net underway. Once again, if anybody has any questions or concerns or just wants to say Mapuche, please come with your name and call sign now. Everybody's shy tonight. All right, well, you know, by the end of round 1, we'll have enough drinks in there. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, put your hands on your buzzers. The Friday Night Trivia Net will begin in T-minus 10 seconds. Here we go. It is the Father's Day Bad Dads round. And we're going to start off with this one. Who co-produced, directed, and co-starred as deadbeat dad Harry Wormswood in 1996's Matilda? All right, let's see where you went with this. Danny DeVito taking the number 1 spot, 60%. We got Dustin Hoffman coming in second, followed by Christopher Lloyd and Joe Pesci. So let's see, who played Old Harry in Matilda? It was indeed Danny DeVito. Director Danny DeVito's 1996 adaptation of Roald Dahl's Matilda was a box office disappointment, but has since become a generational cult classic. Kind of like Danny DeVito. Question number 2. What insulting phrase does Dewey Cox's father angrily repeat throughout Walk Hard, the Dewey Cox story? I put one of those answers in there, if you couldn't tell. All right, so let's see what y'all think. It should have been you. 45%. That's what y'all think his fox was angrily repeating throughout the movie. The wrong kid died, coming in second. Ouch. We got Why Didn't You Die coming in second. The wrong kid died was third, and then Mapuche is coming in fourth. And I got to say a big shout out to Russ, W5ISH, Jordan, KI5RXA, and Holly, W5LUL. They picked Mapuche. Unfortunately, they're wrong, but I love you for pushing it anyway. The wrong kid died was the correct answer. After Dewey Cox accidentally chops his brother Nate in half with a machete, their father never misses a chance to tell Dewey that the wrong kid died. Question number 3. What is the last name of questionable father figure Rick on the hit animated series Rick and Morty? Hey, looking like Rick Sanchez is the right answer. Smith and Stewart tied for second and third. Stevens coming in fourth. But of course, everybody knows that it's old Rick Sanchez, and that was the correct answer. Question number 4. Which alternative rockers released the autobiographical Deadbeat Dad takedown Father of Mine in 1997? All right. Wow, 68% said Everclear. We got Sponge coming in second, followed by Dishwalla, and then Harvey Danger. So who sang Father of Mine? It was Everclear. 1997's Father of Mine was the third consecutive song of hit the top 5 modern rock tracks chart for SoCal alternative band Everclear. I can hear it in my head. Question number 5, we're sailing through our Bad Dad round. In which MCU film does Galactic Bad Dad Thanos make his first appearance? Now, for those of you who don't know what MCU means, it's Marvel something universe, Marvel Comics universe, Marvel Cinema universe. Y'all make up some stuff in the Discord and make me laugh. Let's see. The Avengers taking the number 1 spot, barely, 38%. We got Thor: The Dark World coming in second. Iron Man 3, and then Captain America. So where was it? Y'all are right. It was The Avengers. 2012, The Avengers is the only film in which Josh Brolin did not portray Thanos. So, halfway through, let's throw up the old scoreboard and see. We got Jason, KB5MPJ, in the number 1 spot. He only missed 1 so far. Way to go, man. Blake, KI5ZTW, in the number 2 spot. And Jared, N5AFC. They both missed 2. So y'all check out your scores, and while you're doing that, we're going to remind everybody out there you're listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Call sign N5OAK. My name is Rusty, WZ5VBS. I'm your net control for tonight. You can check into the Night Trivia Net at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. All you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down and click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your first name. We got question number 6 coming up, and you know what that means. It is time to place your bets. Yes, the Capucci. Not the Mapucci. We got the Capucci. Love it, Bill. What legendary actor landed his first Best Actor Oscar nomination as an abusive military father in the 1980s? The Green Santini. The Great Santini. Not an N. I saw the green color of Robert De Niro, and it got me all perswackled. All right, let's see. 55% went with Robert Duvall. We got a close tie, man, between Roy Schneider and Robert De Niro. Nobody picked Jeff Bridges. Man, he looks young in that photo. All right, so let's see. Well, I guess this was back in the 80s. So, who was it? It was indeed Robert Duvall. He already had 2 Academy Award nominations for Best Supporting Actor from The Godfather in 1972 and Apocalypse Now in 1979 on his resume by the time he landed his first Best Actor nomination for the 1980s, The Great Santini. 55% of you got that right. That put Jared, N5AFC, in the lead. He got 257 points off of that one. Way to go, man. We got Blake, KI5ZTW, in the number 2 spot still. He got 135. And Holly, way to go, Holly, W5LUL, is in the number 3 spot. She got 126 points right there. Oh, thank you, Mr. Repeater. Here we go with question number 7. Who plays a petulant and competitive newly divorced dad in 2005's The Squid and the Whale? Well, we lit up all the buttons, but Jeff Daniels coming in first, followed by Bill Paxton. Then we got a tie for Bruce Greenwood and Bill Pullman. So who was the newly divorced dad in The Squid and the Whale? It was Jeff Daniels. He has recorded 6 music albums to benefit the Purple Rose Theater Company, the nonprofit foundation Daniels founded in 1991. I don't know why that matters here, but apparently they thought it did. Question number 8. In what Shakespeare tragedy, does the titular dad kill his stepchildren and bake them into pies? I had no idea this was a thing, but I'm going to read some stuff here. Almost half went with Titus Andronicus. We got King Lear coming in second, Othello third, and then Richard the third. That's a lot of Richards. Let's see if you're right. You are correct. Shakespeare's first tragedy, written between 1588 and 1593, is by far the Bard's most graphic and violent play. No doubt. He kills his stepchildren and bakes them into the pies. What was it, Sweeney Todd? Wasn't he a barber that killed people? I don't know that he fed them to people. I should probably pay attention during movies. Question number 9. What comedic actor plays the father who exploits his son's accidental death in a satirical film, World's Greatest Dad? I like how they just pixelate the face. You know, they want to give you like a little bit of a chance. All right, let's see. 42% with Robin Williams. We got Seth Rogen coming in. Nope, we got to go to Vince Vaughn coming in second, followed by Seth Rogen, and then Jim Carrey. So who was it? It was Robin Williams. I'm not even going to read the thing because it doesn't even matter. Question number 10. What Spanish artist created the haunting violet painting Saturn Devouring His Son? Let's see if y'all can detect the theme of tonight. We've got 48% Salvador Dali. We got Francisco Goya coming in second, followed by Pablo Picasso, and then Joan Mapuche. And Carrie was the only one that picked Joan Mapuche. God bless you, Carrie, for making that happen. You got it wrong, but thank you nonetheless. Francisco Goya originally painted Saturn devouring his son directly onto the walls of his home sometime between 1819 and 1823. The painting was transferred to canvas following his death in 1828. And there you have it. It is our Bad Dad's round, and we are completely finished. Let's see how we did. Coming in third place is Blake KI5ZTW with 480 points. Second place is Philip. Philip, AC5G sneaking up into second. And first place is Jared, N5AFC with 598 points. So, let's go talk to Jared if we can. He is first place. He only got half of them right, which makes me think that the betting question saved his bacon. Jared, are you out there, man? Jared is receive only tonight, which I'm guessing means that his friend is that as well. So no worries, man. Congratulations on winning first place. Let's go talk to Philip, AC5G. I'm going to see Philip tomorrow. We're doing a VE session at a different library of I don't know which. So Philip, are you ready for that? And which questions did you miss, man?
I am ready. I will see you early over there at the Carver branch, Austin Public Library, and missed the first two, and I actually didn't get the betting question in on time either, so missed that one as well. Back to net, AC5G.
Yeah, that branch of the library. All right, cool. I don't think Ernesto's already a quitter. He's not going to come and hang out with us, but we got a Sam. And he said if we needed him, we could hit him up on the radio, and he might show up. Let's go chat with Blake, KI5ZTW down in Spicewood. He's in third place. He got half of them right, so I guess you're not too hip on the bad dads there, huh, Blake?
Someone who's not a dad, I thought I did pretty good, but yeah, sort of the old adage like a broken clock is right twice a day, and I think I just got kind of lucky, but good to hear you back on the net, Rusty. Back to net.
I'm not gonna lie, it was fun watching everybody do it, but I was kind of sitting here just twiddling my thumbs. So, yup, it's fun to do, and I certainly enjoy it. I'm not gonna lie though, it's nice to know that I've only got two more, and then we're gonna take a little break. So, we're also gonna take a quick intermission, so everybody can take care of business. During the intermission, you'll see questions on your screen to pass the time. Voting is optional, but always appreciated. Just a reminder, for those of you out there lurking, like old Randy, KC3NAG, you can check into tonight's TriviaNet at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer, Randy. All you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org, Randy, and click on the TriviaNet tab, Randy. Once you're there, scroll down and click on the big green button, Randy. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your first name, Randy. All right, we're going to get everybody moved over into the first intermission. So go do your thing. We'll see you right back here for round number 2. Y'all go check out the Discord. Jared just posted photos of the ancient Mapuche tribe. So if you want to see what they look like, they're right there in the Discord. Let's say hi to Carrie out in Lee's Summit. We got Mason in El Campo. We got Norman, N5ZOT. They are the newest people to come play with us, so welcome, welcome. I think they make a pill when you've been Mapuche. I don't know, maybe not. Oh my goodness, we got Bryce typing in the Discord. Oh my goodness. All right, let's get all y'all moved over into round number 2. Round number 2 is Name That Decade, and it's a fun one for sure. I think there might be one of these. We have a drag and drop. I don't remember which one it is. It might be this one, but I gave you 30 seconds. So, y'all be prepared to hate me for the drag and drop, and I will remind you. But don't worry, we have 30 seconds. It might be on this one. It might be on round 4. I might be smoking crack. You never know with me. All right, round number 2. Name that decade. Let's get it going. Question number 1. In which decade did the RMS Titanic sink to the bottom of the North Atlantic Ocean? I am back, Bryce, but just to the end of the month. So you better get in here and play if you want to come hang out with us. This is what got Bryce in to get his license. We suckered him, talked him into getting his license because he wanted to come play trivia. All right, so let's see. What do y'all think? When did the Titanic sink? Y'all say the 1910s. 72% of you say that. We got a tie for the 1900s and the 1920s. The 1890s coming in fourth, but let's see, was the 1910s correct? It is. The fateful maiden voyage of the luxury liner RMS Titanic ended in disaster in April of 1912. There was a news article for ARRL, something like that, about the guy. There was a guy that actually heard it and called the police, and they thought he was crazy, and they kind of went on about their life. But yeah, he heard it, and they thought, Question number 2. What decade saw the fall of the Berlin Wall erected in 1961? I put erected just for funsies. Speaking of erected, this is your blue pill warning. It's 9:36, so if you would like to be like the Berlin Wall and be erected in 1961, take your blue pill and life will be great. Let's see what you think. 1980s is when you think the Berlin Wall came down. The 1990s coming in second. Nobody picked on the 70s or the 2000s. Okay, well, good for y'all on the 2000s. Let's see. The 1980s is correct. Constructed in 1961. Constructed, not erected. To separate East and West Germany, the Berlin Wall was demolished in November of 1989. Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall. Question number 3. In what decade did Neil Diamond release the immortal single, Sweet Caroline? All right, so let's see what you think. Sweet Caroline came out in the 70s. 75% of you is what you're thinking. The 60s coming in second. The 80s the third. 1950s, nobody even touched it. So let's see. When did this song come out? It was in 1960. The song, which gained renewed popularity after becoming a trend at baseball's Fenway Park in 1997, was released in 1969. I think it wasn't too long ago when we realized what he named it after and what he was talking about. And I think that made everybody kind of think twice, or even more, about Neil Diamond. He kind of looks okay, but he's kind of got that used car salesman, ambulance chaser lawyer kind of look to him. Question number 4. During which of these decades did Princess Diana die in a car accident in Paris? Man, I would have got this one right. Absolutely. The 1990s coming in first place, followed by the 2000s, 1980s, and then 2010s. So when did Princess Diana die in Paris with old Dodi Fayed? It was in the 90s. And it was, August of 1997. Question number 5, and halfway through our fantastic Name That Decade round. Which decade saw the development of the first Polaroid instant camera? So I totally would have got this wrong. Let's see. I would have gone with like the 60s or the 70s. That's when I would have gone. That's what y'all did too. Y'all figured the 70s was coming in first, then the 60s, then the 50s, and then the 40s. The correct answer is the 40s. Polaroid's first commercial instant camera, the Model 95, went on sale at a Boston department store in 1948. Only 2 people got this right. One of them being Norman, N5ZOT, and the other one being Gerardo. Way to go. Let's go talk to Norman, N5ZOT. Norman, did you know this, or was this just like a totally lucky guess?
Not sure if I'm coming in tonight, but it was a little bit of a guess, but I knew it was pretty early, so I just went with the earliest one. I knew it was been around for a while.
Well, way to go, man. You got 80 points on that. 80 points for Norman. Yeah, I would have figured the 60s or the 70s, and if that was wrong, I would have gone for the 50s. But yeah, the 40s, there's no way. All right, well, we're halfway through. Let's throw up the leaderboard. Let's see, we got Mason in the number 1 spot. Way to go, Mason. We got Randy, KJ5AFM, in the number 2 spot, and Jason, KB5MPJ, in the number 3 spot. Y'all check out your scores, and while you're doing that, we're going to remind all the good folks you're listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net, brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Call sign N5OAK. My name is Rusty, WZ5VBS. I'm your net control for tonight. You can check into tonight's Trivia Net at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. All you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your first name. It is question number 6. Question number 6, and you know what that means. It's time to place your bets. All right, let's see how you do. What decade saw Eric Segal's novel Love Story and Germaine Greer's The Female Eunuch top the bestsellers list? I didn't know you could be a female eunuch. I might be saying that wrong as well, but you know, who cares? Let's see what you think. It's looking like the 70s is coming in really hot on that one. 60s coming in second, 80s coming in third. Nobody picked on the 90s, so let's see who got it right. It was 62% of you that picked 1970s. All right, so let's see what that did to the score. Jason, KB5MPJ, oh my goodness, he's got the 666. He got 333 points on just that one question. Way to go, man. Steve, KG5LAA, in the number 2 spot. He got 273 points. And Mason went from first place to third place. He got 179 points on that one. So let's see how you do with question number 7. Question number 7, in which 20th century decade did the first female pilot blast into space? Check it out. Almost 80% of you think it was the 1980s. Then it goes down to the 60s, the 50s, and the 70s. So when did the first female pilot blast into space? The joke's on y'all. That never happened. No, it happened in the 60s. In June 1963, Russian cosmonaut Valentina Tereshkova spent 3 days in space on a solo mission aboard Vostok 6. The 1960s. Question number 8. During what decade did the United States begin issuing Social Security cards? It was before I was born, so I got no clue. Y'all seem to think it was the 30s, though. Almost half of you. We got the 40s and the 20s and then the 10s. So when did they start issuing Social Security cards? It was the 1930s. As part of President Franklin D. Roosevelt's New Deal series of programs, Congress passed the Social Security Act in 1935, and the first Social Security numbers and the cards were issued in 1936. The New Deal. And they've been naming stuff, dumb stuff, the rest of the period. Question number 9. In which Renaissance decade were the Mona Lisa and the Statue of David both completed? If you look close enough, you can see his Mapuche. All right, let's see what you think. We got the 1500s, followed by the 1490s, and then the 1480s, and then the 1470s. So let's see, when was Mona Lisa and the Statue of David completed? The 1500s. Leonardo da Vinci painted La Gioconda, Mona Lisa, between 1503 and 1506. Michelangelo's famous statue, David, was completed in 1504. All right. Question number 10. Fast food chain Burger King became home of the Whopper in what decade? Once again, I would have been wrong. 1970s is the number one answer on the board. It goes to the 60s, the 50s, and then the 80s. So I would have guessed the 60s or the 70s would have been my choice. And I would have been wrong because it was the 1950s, which I find just insane. In the 1950s, Whoppers cost just 37 cents. When they debuted in 1957. 37 cents. I was back when the world was black and white, and everybody walked uphill both ways to school. And they loved it. Damn it. All right. Let's see what the scoreboard says, shall we? We got Carson KJ5AAN in third place with 604 points. Coming in second, Steve, KG5LAA with 725 points. And first place is Jason, KB5MPJ. Way to go, man, 798 points. So let's see, we got Jason, you only missed 3. Which one of these got you, man?
This is KB5MPJ. Yeah, the Whopper got me. The first female pilot, I didn't know about the Russian pilot in the 60s. And the Polaroid camera, I never would have guessed it was the 1940s. Yeah, so that was, those were the ones.
Right on, man. Yeah, those were some pretty difficult ones. The Whopper was interesting, but the Polaroid, yeah, I mean, you got all the ones that were very questionable to me as well. So, congrats on that, man. Let's go to Steve, KG5LAA. Steve missed 4 out of the deal. Steve, which one's got you, man?
Well, good evening, Rusty. Let's see. Now, it was question 3. The Neil Diamond, I said 70s instead of 60s, and I thought the camera was in the 50s. Let's see, and Renaissance, I put 1480s, and Burger King, I thought it was 60s. So that's I thought I did pretty mediocre, but second is cool. KG5LAA, back to next.
Roger, man. And for those of you, if you don't know, if you scroll down past the scores, you'll see all the questions you got right and all the ones you got wrong. Let's go talk to Carson, KJ5AAN. Carson got 5 out of 10 right. So what decade were you born in, if you want to share?
I was born in the 90s. Yeah, I think it was, what do we have here, number 3, 5, 7, 9, and 10 got me. I mean, to be honest, half of them were guesses, and the other 40% was educated guesses, and the only one I actually knew was the Titanic. But this is pretty cool to find out all this information. This is KJ5AAN, back to net control.
Yeah, man, my 3 educated guesses would have been wrong, so I feel you on that. It's sometimes you win them and sometimes you don't. Well, there's the top 3 in this round. We're going to add up both rounds and see how we're doing for the Friday Night Trivia Net as a whole. And it looks like Steve, KG5LAA, is in the number 3 spot with 833 points. Bill, W5ITZ, in the number 2 spot. Way to go, Bill. And Jason, KB5MPJ, tucked into number 1 with 1,097 points. Y'all check out your scores, and while you're doing that, we're going to remind everybody you're listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net, brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Call sign N50AK. My name is Rusty, WZ5VBS. I'm your net control for tonight. You can check into tonight's Trivia Net anytime during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. All you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the TriviaNet tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the green button to click to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your first name. We got 34 people hanging out with us. We're going to go over to the round 2 intermission. The first question is, who's your favorite net control? And, Ernesto has been getting a lot of love on this. So y'all vote on that one and go do what you want. We'll fire this up, and we'll see you back for round number 3. Man, we're going to have to start paying Ernesto. Way to go, man. Coming in number one. Ernesto got the number one vote. Rick, AI5A, coming in second. So obviously, y'all are just pushing buttons. Ray, K5BZI, coming in third. Aaron, AI5HP, and Mireya, KI5SYX, coming in number 5. Let's see. We got Brick. Brick just joined the game. He's letting it all hang out. Brick is from Austin. We got John and Diane, KE5RS, all up in Leander. Welcome to John and Diane. Let's get y'all over into round number 3. And maybe it's this round that has the drag and drop? Sure. Yeah, because I don't think it's the REM. Pretty sure. I could be wrong, but you never know. So, hey, just remember, drag and drop, you got 30 seconds. So I don't want to hear any bitching over there in the Discord. Round number 3 is the science trivia. This one's going to be fun. Y'all are either going to get it or you're not. So let's get it started. Question number 1. What medical condition is primarily caused by a vitamin D deficiency? I hear if you get too much vitamin D, you walk like a cowboy. I could be wrong on that. All right, let's see. Y'all are going with scurvy. Ooh, scurvy is what you get with a vitamin D deficiency. We got diabetes and rickets tied for second and third. So let's see. I'm not even going to do D. Screw it. It's only got 6%. So let's see. Is it scurvy? It's got to be scurvy. But it's not. It's rickets. Rickets is a condition that affects bone development and can be caused by genetics, but it's primarily the result of a lack of vitamin D. No mas D. Question number 2 in our fantabulous science round. A keloid on your skin is a very specific type of this brought on by an overabundance of collagen. Overabundance of collagen. I don't see puffy lips here anywhere, so I'm guessing plastic surgery is not part of this. Y'all say it's a scar, 74% of you. Bruise coming in second, cut third, nobody picked a scrape. I mean, honestly, what's the difference between a cut and a scrape? Because they're both wrong. Scar is the correct answer. A keloid is a type of raised scar, usually larger than the wound is covering, and is often lumpy and or firm. Well, that sounds like my whole body. All right, question number 3. Which of these types of energy would not be described as kinetic? All right, well, 45% say it's chemical. So we either got a bunch of dorks or a bunch of dopes, one of the two. Radiant coming in second, followed by electrical and thermal. So which of these types of energy would not be described as kinetic? The correct answer is chemical. We got a bunch of dorks. Kinetic refers to energy of motion. Chemical energy stored in chemical bonds, is not kinetic. There you go. The more you know, right? Question number 4. Which of these chemical elements is also known as wolfram? This is also the name of a hotel. Let's see where we're going with tungsten, 48%. Manganese coming in second, followed by potassium. Nobody picked copper. So which one is it? Oh, look, we do have a bunch of nerds. Tungsten is it. With the chemical symbol W, the name tungsten is used in English and French, while wolfram is primarily used in German and Spanish. It's also where the Wolfman Jack came from, this element. Question number 5, and halfway through our nerdy science round. Which natural shade of hair typically contains the fewest number of hair follicles across a person's scalp? Let's see. Blonde. 58% picked blonde. We got the gingers coming in second. Oh, I love me a ginger. And then we got brown coming in third. Nobody picked black. So which natural shade of hair typically contains the fewest number of hair follicles across a person's scalp? The correct answer, believe it or not, it's the gingers. Natural blondes have around 130 to 150,000 hair follicles, while people with black or brown hair average around 100 to 120,000 follicles, unless you're me. And the redheads have the fewest, with around 90,000. So if I was a redhead, I would have even less hair on my head and maybe less hair on my back. But, you know, you never know. God's just kind of a jerk sometimes. All right, so that is halfway through. Let's throw the scoreboard up and see how we're doing here. We've got Norman, N5ZOT, in the number 3 spot. We got Connor in the number 2 spot, and we've got Carson, KJ5AAN, in the number 1 spot. All right, so there we have it. Let's see, what should we do now? Let's tell everybody out there, you're listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net, brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Call sign N5OAK. My name is Rusty, WZ5BBS. I'm your net control for tonight. You can check into tonight's Trivia Net anytime from your game, from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. All you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org. Click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your name and your call sign, or just your name if you don't have a call sign. We just want you to come in and play and have some fun. Question number 6 is next, and that means it is time to place your bets. All right, which of these venomous creatures produces formic acid? Well, I was going to wait for that to stop, but I guess not. Looks like I timed out the repeater, so everybody take a shot. That's how we're going to play this from now on. All right, so let's see what we think. We got ants. Those little buggers came in 60%. Scorpions coming in second, followed by the squids and the snakes. It's a whole bunch of goodness. So which of these venomous creatures produces formic acid? The correct answer is ants. Ants produce formic acid as a venom against predators. Let's see, how many got that right? 60%. Let's see what that did to the scoreboard. That put Carson, KJ5AAN, on top. He got 322 points. Norman, N5ZOT, coming in second. He got 263. And Darren, hey Darren, KI5HVF. Darren's in the third place. He got 227 points on that one. And Bill did not get an answer. Oh, bummer. I'll write the people that make the game and tell them they suck. Question number 7. Which of these planets is not considered either a gas giant or an ice giant? All right, well, the one thing that we know for sure is that it's not Uranus. So let's see what it is. Y'all think it's Venus. 53% said Venus. Neptune coming in second, followed by Saturn and then Jupiter. So, which of these planets is not considered either a gas giant or an ice giant? It's not Uranus. It's Venus. The 4 large gaseous planets in our solar system are located beyond the asteroid belt. Jupiter and Saturn are both gas giants, and Uranus and Neptune are ice giants. Venus is considered a terrestrial planet. And yes, I know Uranus is probably supposed to be sped up, so it's something else, but it's just so much more fun when you call it Uranus. Question number 8. What spice does the tree pictured here produce? All right, y'all have a tie for coriander and nutmeg. Can't figure out which one it is. Clove coming in third, and then peppercorn in very last. So let's see, is it coriander or nutmeg? It is not. It is clove. Cloves are the dried flower buds of this tree, and the spice is used in cooking and flavoring. Jared says this is botany, not science. Well, Jared, I have something for you. Y'all post a bunch of nerd memes up there, because apparently Jared's a big old botany nerd. Question number 9. What is the only animal species susceptible to the disease myxomatosis? Myxomatosis. Yeah, myxomatosis. Something like that. Y'all pick one. So, y'all are going with the bunny as the number 1 answer, followed by the cat, the pig, and the horse. So which of these things can get myxomatosis? The correct answer is the deadly rabbit. It is the only one that it is deadly for, is the rabbit. All right, yes. Thank you, Jared. I appreciate that. Good old Rick Sanchez giving us the finger. Question number 10. What chemical element derives its name from the Greek goddess of the moon? So apparently, y'all don't think magnesium was a goddess of the moon. No, not one single person. Neon. Wow, neon. I think the neon moon, that was just a Brooks and Dunn song. So I think y'all might just be drunk. We got a tie for selenium and helium, and then nobody on the magnesium. So which chemical element derives its name from the Greek goddess of the moon? The correct answer is selenium. Selenium, discovered in the early 1800s, is named for Selene, Greek goddess of the moon. So there you have it. Don't confuse that with Selena. She's just dreaming of you tonight. All right, let's add up the scores. Coming in third, it's Connor. with 530 points. Coming in second place tonight is Norman, N5ZOT with 599 points. And Carson, KJ5AAN, 709. All right, well, let's go talk to Carson. Carson missed 4. Carson, are you a big science nerd? Or are you just a lucky dork on the Trivia Net tonight?
This is KJ5AAN. Well, this is right up my alley. I missed 4 because I wanted to give everybody else a chance, but I really did enjoy this topic. This is KJ5AAN, back to net control.
Right on, man. Yeah, in the top 3, everybody missed 4. So let's go talk to Norman, N5ZOT. Norman, are you a scientist as well?
I play one on the radio and on the internet.
That's a fair answer, my friend. Absolutely. Let's go see if Connor wants to come out and say hi. Connor, you want to tell us if you're a scientist as well, or which ones you missed?
This is KJ5AAN with third-party traffic.
Go right ahead.
KJ5AAN, third party. Science was one of my favorite subjects in high school, and I'm also a truck driver, and I spent a lot of time listening to documentaries, and that's pretty much all I can say about that. KJ5AAN, third party.
Well, very good, man. It's nice that you're hanging out there with Carson. Maybe maybe I don't know if y'all miss the same ones. Y'all might be cheating off each other, but yeah, I feel you, man. When I drive, I love listening to stuff, and it definitely makes the miles go by. Well, thanks for coming to hang out with us tonight, Connor, and grab the mic and say hi whenever you're around Carson's. So there we go. There's the top 3. Let's add up all 3 rounds, and we're going to see. Look at that. Connor's in third place, 1,243 points. Carson, KJ5AAN, man, this is y'all's night, 1,366 points. And Jason, KB5MPJ, coming in first place with 1,394 points. All right, well, it is that time again. We're going to take a quick intermission so everybody can take care of business. During the intermission, you'll see questions on your screen to pass the time. Voting is optional, but always appreciated. Just a reminder, you can check in to tonight's Trivia Net at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. All you have to do is point your web browser, say n5oak.org, and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your first name. We're going to get everybody moved over into our third intermission, and we will be back with round number 4.
This is K7GTY. Can I check in? Kilo 7 Golf Tango Yankee Grant.
Absolutely, you can check in, Brant. You want to play online with us as well? It's a whole lot more fun.
For the moment, I'll just play with you on the net here as best I can. So I'll chip in as best I can here. K7GTY out in Utah. The first name is Grant. Golf Romeo Apple Nancy Tango.
Grant, my apologies. Well, very good. All the way out in Utah. Yeah. Hang tight. We got round 4 coming up in a couple of minutes. And let's see. I forget what round number 4. Oh, it's REM. So if you're a REM fan, you'll do good in round number 4. We'll see you in just a second.
Yeah, 5S&P or WZ5BBS.
I heard somebody in there with some low audio. Come again?
Hey, it's Bryce. Sorry. KI5SMP. Hey, sorry I haven't been around. I've just been really busy working and stuff, on Fridays.
No worries, man. It is summer is upon us, and man, Discord. Everybody's taking a break from Discord, and the Thursday night net was a little light. It's hard for us to find the net controllers for Thursday, so man, it's just kind of is what it is. But once the weather gets crappy, or August shows up and it's 1,000 degrees out there, people will come inside and start playing radio again.
Yeah, I have mine on, and like sometimes people are talking in the middle of the day, and I'm in the middle of work, so I turn it down and I just forget, and then like, you know how it is. And then like on Fridays, like we've been doing some late night stuff, and it's just I've been working until whatever, and then I watch movies and I forget about turn my radio back up.
Man, the struggle is real. I do the same thing. I will have the radio on all day long, and as soon as I pick up the phone and I'm talking to somebody, everybody and their dog wants to talk on the radio. So I will mute my phone, run over here, and turn the thing off, and then I won't be on the phone the rest of the day, and nobody will be on the radio. So, yeah, I feel it, man.
And I've said this for a few years. My goal is to get my General here soon so I can get a nicer, bigger, fatter radio. And, I need to do that and do some stuff with that, a lot of those things, and, keep this little guy on. But, like you just said, when I'm in the middle of work or on a call, I gotta turn it off and then I just forget.
Well, just so you know, we got testing session tomorrow, probably a little too soon for you. But July 15th at the next quarterly meeting, we will be doing a testing session as well. So if you want to come hang out with the club and upgrade then, we'd love to have you. You can sign up online and get everything that you need done and even pay at n5oak.org. Just click on the Get License tab and you can get yourself set up there, man.
Yeah, I was doing flashcards and some other stuff a little bit a while back, and then I got distracted. I got, a few other things I do for work and another testing thing that I'm working on. But yeah, I need to get that done because I want to get that stuff going and push forward. But anyway, KI5SMP, back to net.
And just that, round number 3, intermission is over. We don't have any new people between the last time and this time. John and Diane, KE5RS, y'all are still the newest people to the group. We do have Aliens going on over in the video net, so if you want to come and watch Aliens, we're, an hour and 20 minutes in, but probably know how it ends if you're a true nerd. Let's get everybody moved over into round number 4. And I just remembered, good old Rob telling me that when there's no drag and drop, there is drag and drop. It's in the elimination round. That's where I put it. That's where it is. I totally forgot. But I've given you plenty of warning. So I expect to see lots of bitching in the Discord either way.
W5ITZ.
See you, Senor Bill.
Hey, Rusty, just wanted to shout out that so far, 6 out of the top 10 players are representing Crossroads, so you guys are doing a great job. Hang in there. W5ITZ.
Well, that is totally good to know. Unfortunately, we got no more verses, but man, y'all need to show up on the first Friday of the month. We need some Crossroads people in there, but congratulations to the Crossroads team for representing tonight. Absolutely, for sure. Well, it is that time. It's time for round number 4, and it's all about REM. So we're going to test your knowledge and see how you do with this alternative rock stuff with question number 1. Here we go. Alternative rock band REM formed in blank, Georgia in 1980. Where in Georgia did they form? Okay, let's see. Half of you said Athens, Georgia. We have Atlanta coming in second, followed by Macon and Savannah. So where did REM get formed? It was Athens, Georgia. 50% of you got that. While studying at the University of Georgia in Athens, Bill Berry, Michael Stipe, Mike Mills, and Peter Buck formed REM in 1980. Question number 2. Which original member of REM played drums in the band? Survey says Bill Berry, 40% of you. We got a tie for Michael Stipe and Mike Mills, and then Peter Buck coming in for us. So let's see, what was the founding member that played drums? It was Bill Berry. Founding member Bill Berry played drums for REM until 1997, when a medical incident suffered during a concert forced him to leave music industry for a number of years. The band continued as a trio, employing various drummers during their live show. Man, he should have just done like Def Leppard, you know? I mean, what is it? What's got, 7 arms and legs and sucks? Question number 3. What single nabbed REM their first Grammy Award in 1991? So I would have picked Losing My Religion. Half of y'all picked that as well, so good for you. Everybody Hurts coming in second, and we got a tie for Man on the Moon and Shiny Happy People. Shiny Happy People makes me want to kill people, so I can't be listening to that in the car. Losing My Religion is the correct answer. Half of you got that right. REM's 1991 single, Losing My Religion, won Grammy Awards for Best Pop Performance by a Duo or Group with Vocals and Best Music Video. So I wonder if there's a best pop performance by a duo or group without vocals. That seems kind of ridiculous. Their album Out of Time in 1991 also won for Best Alternative Music Album. Maybe they should put Best Alternative Music Album with Music. Question number 4. The band's first album, Murmur, came out in 1983, followed shortly by this in 1984. Reckoning taking the number 1 spot. Fables of the Reconstruction coming in second, followed by Life's Rich Pageant and Document. So let's see, what was it? It was indeed Reckoning. The band's second studio album, Reckoning, was released in April of 1984. Question number 5. Don't Go Back to Blank is the second single from 1984's Reckoning. What was it? All right, I love you, Rob. So, 62% went with Liverpool, 28% said Rockpool, 7% with the Blackpool, and only 3% with the Mapuche Pool. So Don't Go Back to Rockpool is the second single from 1984's Reckoning. Rob picked Mapuche Pool. Thank you very much for making that happen. All right, so here we go. Let's see, halfway. Let's throw up the scoreboard. We got Nathan, KI5YOL in the number 1 spot. Way to go, Nathan. We got Steve, KG5LAA in the number 2. And Jarrett, N5AFC, hanging out with Jordan, 3rd place. Way to go. All right, y'all check out your scores. While you're doing that, we're going to remind all the good folks. You're listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net, brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Call sign N5OAK. My name is Rusty, WZ5BBS. I'm your net control for tonight. You can check into tonight's TriviaNet anytime during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. We got half of this round done, so you got 5 questions. So if you want to get in here and play, you better boogie. All you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the TriviaNet tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your first name. We got question number 6 coming up, and you know what that means. It's time to place your bets. Oh, we've been called out on shenanigans. It's a good thing nobody cares. What television news anchor inspired the title of REM's 1996 single, What's the Frequency, Kenneth? Alright, this is kind of interesting. I had no idea this was even a thing. So let's see, first off, who did y'all pick? 48% with Dan Rather. We got Peter Jennings coming in second. Is Peter Jennings still alive? Walter Cronkite, he's definitely not still alive. And then Tom Brokaw. So let's see what it was. Y'all were correct with Dan Rather. In 1986, journalist Dan Rather was attacked in New York City. And one of the assailants was overheard saying, Kenneth, what is the frequency? So there you have it. I had no clue that that was even a thing. 48% of you got that right. That put Jared, N5AFC, in the number 1 spot. He got 326 points off of that one alone. We got guest, KG5SXL. He's in second with, he got 229 points on this one. And Randy, welcome to the top 3. KJ5AFM. Randy got 130 points on that one. I just updated my iPad and now it's doing some fun, stupid things. I'm sure it's called features, but it's really pissing me off. Question number 7. Kate Pearson from this new wave band provides guest vocals on the 1991 hit, Oh, Shiny Happy People, the one that makes me want to kill people. She's just got a very iconic look. So y'all are going with the B-52s, almost 60% of you. The Go-Go's coming in second, followed by the Bengals, and then Bananarama. Let's see if you're right. You are. The B-52s. 1991 Shiny Happy People features Kate Pearson, as the B-52s was originally considered as the theme song for the TV show Friends. Oh, wow. Check that out. Who knew? I'm trying to think of the band I'm also thinking that she might have been in, and I think Dave went and saw them at the Continental Club, and they're escaping my mind. Getting old sucks, just in case y'all don't know. Question number 8. What color is the cover of REM's 1988 album, Green? You'd think this would be pretty easy. I'm stuck. Still trying to think of the name of the band that I was thinking of. All right, well, so orange apparently is the number 1 answer, followed by red, green, and blue. So what color is the cover of REM's 1988 album titled Green? It is actually orange. The secondary colors on the color wheel are green, made by combining primary colors blue and yellow. Orange, yellow, and red, and purple, red, and blue. Some people reflect that when staring intensely at orange and then closing their eyes, the negative image appears green. So, good thing I read all that. Question number 9. What REM song begins when the day is long and the night is yours alone? Everybody Hurts? I should have changed that to HERTZ. 67% came in with Everybody Hurts. The one I love coming in second, followed by Night Swimming, and the Sidewinder Sleeps Tonight. Night swimming is fun because you don't have to wear clothing. The correct answer is Everybody Hurts. It was the second single from 1992's Automatic for the People album. Question number 10 and the end of this fantastic REM round that Rob has been loving and praising on Discord. Who portrays influential comedian and performer Andy Kaufman in Man on the Moon, featuring a score by REM? Number 1 answer on the board is Jim Carrey. We got a two-way tie for Paul Giamatti and Billy Crystal, and then Woody Harrelson coming in third. Oh, we got a three-way tie. Sorry, my scores. Somebody must be cheating over there. I blame Cody. All right, this game is rigged. Let's see what the correct answer is. It is Jim Carrey. The 1992 song Man on the Moon was written in honor of beloved comic agitator Andy Kaufman. REM wrote the soundtrack to the 1999 film of the same name, which stars Jim Carrey as Kaufman. All right, let's add up the scores and see how we did for round number 4. We got Steve, KG5LAA, in the number 3 spot with 626 points. We got Guest, KG5SXL, in second place. Way to go, 666 points. And Jared, N5AFC, with 1,004 points. This is going to be a quick one through the top 3. Oh, man, Jared only missed 1. Way to go, man. It's a shame you're receive only. Guest is receive only as well, which means we're going to go talk to Steve, KG5LAA. Way to go on the number 3 spot. You missed 2. Which one's got you?
Well, Rusty, I'm seeing here, let's see, question number 6, what's the frequency, Kenneth? I put Dan Rather instead of Tom Brokaw. And let's see, the other one was, what was the other one? Let's see the other one. Oh, no, which member of the REM played the drums? And I put Mike Mills, but anyway, KG5LAA back then.
Yeah, I would not have done good on this round. I know REM songs, but I don't know a whole lot about REM, so I would not have done so well. Well, since we only got to talk to Steve in the top 3, let's go talk to Randy, KJ5AFM. Randy got 7 out of 10, right? Which one's got you, Randy? Well, Randy, your hotspot is dropping packets, or it's a super hotspot, but we didn't get a whole lot of that, so we'll let the hotspot take a rest, and congratulations on number 4. Let's go talk to Dave, KI5STT, and I was talking to Ernesto about your call sign, and he was like, yeah, it's Sonic Tater Tot, and it just totally stuck. I love it. So Dave, KI5STT, which one's got you, man?
Hey, Rusty. I missed number 3. I picked your favorite song, Shiny Happy People. That was wrong. Then I missed number 5. Don't go back to, I picked Liverpool. This is KI5 Sonic Tater Tot. Back to that.
Southern Culture on the Skids. There's the band. It just like magically popped into my brain when you started talking. I don't know what it is, but cool, man. Well, there you have it. There's the top 3 for round number 4. Drum roll, please. Let's add up all 4 rounds and see who the big winners of the Friday Night Trivia Net are tonight. Coming in third place, it is Jason, KB5MPJ with 1,724 points. Second place is our guest, KG5SXL with 1,776 points. And first place, receive only, it is in 5, AFC Jared with 1,797 points. So, big congratulations to Jared, N5 AFC, and guest, KG5SXL. Let's go chat with Jason, KB5MPJ. Jason, you got anything fun going on this weekend? Are you still, do you still have fingerprints after putting that Jeep back together, man?
KB5MPJ. Yeah, I still have fingerprints, and I still have all my fingers. It's mostly done. The paint hasn't been polished, but it still looks good and glossy. I've got some trim pieces to paint and put back on, and and put the logos and decals back on. The little lettering, and it's a bunch of little tiny letters that are going to have to be glued back on individually. And once that's done, then it's done. So probably the biggest part of it is going to be polishing the paint. That could be another couple of days work or something. Yeah, and then so not much Jeep work. I probably won't do much on it this weekend. I'm going to play disc golf in the morning and then go visit some friends in San Antonio it's Saturday night and Sunday. So, yeah, I do have a pretty busy weekend planned. Back to net control.
Roger, man. So, was this project harder than you thought it was going to be, or did you think it was going to be this difficult? Because it seems like you've been working on this thing a whole lot longer than Ray's been working on his. But maybe it was just because, I've been paying attention through Discord, so I haven't really been in touch.
No, it's pretty much exactly what I expected. I actually took a shop class in high school and learned paint and body, and I think this is like the 10th car that I've done. Only, I guess, the 3rd car that I own that I've done. But yeah, I've been working on it more, but I'm also finished. Ray's paint and body will be about the same amount of work. But he's also got a lot more stuff to put back together because he took the entire car apart, for a frame off. So, yeah, it was pretty much what I expected.
Right on, yeah, that's totally fair. Ray's car is completely apart, so it'll all come back together, but it'll be the same time. Well, cool, man. Well, I like following along in the Discord, and you obviously know what the hell you're doing, so kudos to you for making that happen, man. That's a lot of blood, sweat, and tears. Let's go talk to Steve, KG5LAA. Steve, you got anything going on for the weekend, man?
Well, not really anything for sure. I think I got some yard work I got to finish up, not too much. I want to get it done probably early before the oppressive heat kicks in. And I don't think we're going to see much rain for a little while, so hopefully after getting the yard taken care of, it'll just stay that way for a while. But other than that, I'm just going to be relaxed. KG5LAA, back to net.
Sounds like a good weekend to me, man. Well, all right, be safe out there. We're going to go and ping Randy one more time, KJ5AFM. We'll see what that little hotspot's going to do. Randy, you got anything fun going on for the weekend?
Hey, Rusty, appreciate it. Yeah, I'm functioning. Fiber's down in the neighborhood, working on my hotspot here. Family's actually loading up, headed to the airport first thing in the morning. We're going to Pigeon Forge, Tennessee for a week-long baseball experience. Looking to play a lot of games and come home next Saturday. So we're packed, got the car loaded down, and have some time, and headed out first thing.
Well, fantastic, man. Y'all be safe and have a good time up in Pigeon Forge. I think is that where Dollywood is? Am I correct in that?
Yes, sir. We're going to be between Pigeon Forge, Dollywood, and Gatlinburg, staying in the mountains and fighting off the bears. And if you have any questions on how to keep the bears away, you can ask W5ITZ what that looks like on the next question.
Man, I know your answer to that. You just put Bill in the car. You got to be faster than Bill, and you just let the Bears take care of him. Let's see what Bill has to say about that. W5ITZ in the number 6 spot. Bill, what are you doing for the weekend, man?
Hey, good evening again, Rusty. Enjoyed all of the categories tonight. The science trivia was not exactly what I expected. But I knew some of the questions in all the rounds, so it was a great night. Really enjoyed it. And I posted the answer on how to keep bears away in Discord. I can't quite say it over the air, I don't think. And I had to slack just a little bit to give Randy a lead so he would feel good about leaving town. W5ITZ, back to WZ5BBS.
I'm sure he appreciates that, you know, make him feel a little better on that long drive. Yes, I saw your answer. And, you know, I think nuts, it's just something that you eat, so I think the FCC doesn't mind, but we won't elaborate. Coming in number 7 on tonight's Friday Night Trivia Net is Dave, KI5STT. Dave, what are you and Holly up to this weekend?
Hey, Rusty. I got my birthday this weekend, so we're going to go out and have some good Tex-Mex. Other than that, just taking it easy. Back to net.
Well, happy birthday, man. That's fun. A little Tex-Mex on your birthday never goes wrong. Well, y'all have a good weekend. Let's go talk to Carson, KJ5AAN. Carson, anything fun going on for the weekend?
Well, I just hit my stretch of days off finally. The beginning of this week, so all my fun happened in Port Aransas during this week. We just got back today, and so this weekend's going to be work. Then the next weekend after that, that'll be my first weekend off in a while, so looking forward to that. This is KJ5AAN, back to net control.
Roger, man. Well, let's go see if old third-party traffic Connor is doing anything fun for the weekend.
KJ5AAN, third party. So we just got a church picnic going on Sunday, and apparently nobody else in the county that we live in owns a riding lawnmower anymore, so I'm donating my lawnmower to pull the little wagon, or the little train with all the kids on it. I've got to get it running good, and enjoy the picnic on Sunday, maybe spend way too much money at the auction and drink a few beers. KJ5AAN, third party.
Well, if you drink a few beers before you hook up your tractor and you scare a few kids, they might not ask you to do it anymore. So, you never know. Well, all right, Connor. Well, thanks for playing with us tonight. And, like I said, we're doing testing. So, if you want to get all nerdy and get your license, you can definitely make it happen. N5OAK.org. We'd love to have you in the club and have you around, man. So have a good weekend. Good luck at the church picnic, and hopefully the old John Deere will make things happen. Let's go talk to Senior Philip. AC5G is in the number 10 spot. Philip, what's going on for the weekend, man?
Hey, Rusty. Thanks for doing the trivia. Not too much. Doing the testing tomorrow morning with you guys. Looking forward to that. And then actually kind of have a big electrical project I think I'm going to be sneaking some time in this weekend on. Just getting a little ahead on that. So pretty busy weekend. Hopefully it's not too hot, and see you tomorrow morning. AC5G, back to net.
I will be there, man. Rick came by today with his lovely daughter and picked up the parts, so I can ditch out safely to the old man breakfast, and I can just go from here to the thing, and I will meet you there. I promise. I'm going to set an alarm, and I will be there. We also have Sam, and I think Ernesto's quit on us, but it's just for this one. Well, right on, man. I will see you first thing in the morning at the Austin Public Library and the branch that we're supposed to go to. How about that? All right, well, there's your top 10 for tonight's Friday night Trivia Net. Congratulations, and thanks to everybody for playing. And just when you think it's over, it's not. The Trivia Net's done, but it's time for the final elimination round. We're going to get everybody moved in over here. You don't need to be fast. You just got to be right. And I think I'm right when I said that there's a drag and drop. So we'll see if we got some brainiacs in here and we can make it to that question. If not, you'll have to tune in next week for it, because I've been teasing it all night long. So once again, you don't have to be fast. You just have to be right. We're going to let all the repeaters take a quick breath, and when we come back, we will be ready to go for the final elimination round. So, get eliminated. All right, question number 1. What is the eagle holding in its left talon on the back of a U.S. $1 bill? Nobody cheat. Nobody cheat. I can't cheat because all I have is hundreds around the house. They're just everywhere. It's just embarrassing. All right, let's see. We lit up all the answers. 55% of you said it's an olive branch. 30% with arrows, followed by a flag and shield. So what is the eagle holding in its left talon on the back of a U.S. $1 bill? The correct answer is arrows. The eagle is holding 13 olive branches in its right talon, which represents peace, and 13 arrows in its left talon, representing war. So we have a whole host of people to say goodbye to. We'll put up the 6 survivors that we have left. We're going to say goodnight to John and Diane, KE5RS. We're going to be fox hunting for your fox, so maybe we'll bump into you out there. Gerardo, good night, sir. Mason, Jared, N5AFC, Shell, Dave, KI5STT, happy birthday again, man. It's going to be a fun one. We got guest, KG5SXL, Randy, KJ5AFM. Be safe on your journeys, my friend. Bill, W5ITZ, Gary, Philip, AC5G, Rob, K9LZY, Holly, W5LUL, and Thomas, W5TNC. We are down to 6 survivors. Will they see the drag and drop question? Because we know a lot of people that won't. Let's see. Question number 2. What 1970s TV show featured the nosy neighbor character Gladys Kravitz? All right, we got 3 answers. We got Bewitched coming in first place, and we got a tie with Happy Days and the Mary Tyler Moore Show. Nobody picked the Brady Bunch. So where was old Nosy Gladys? Nosy Gladys was on Bewitched, is where she was. So that leaves us down to 4 survivors. And we got to say goodnight to Jordan, KI5RXA, and Jason, KB5MPJ. All right, we're down to Ernesto, Mike, Carson, and Laura. Let's see what they do with question number 3. Maybe this is the drag and drop? Oh, it is. Count out these credit cards in the order they first began appearing in U.S. wallets. This is a drag and drop. You got 30 seconds. I've been teasing y'all all night. Finally, 3 hours later, it shows up. Count out these credit cards in the order they first began appearing in U.S. wallets. And don't forget, you got to submit your answer in order for it to work. All right, so let's see what y'all voted on. Y'all voted for American Express, Diners Club, MasterCard, and Discover. The correct order that this goes in is as follows. Diners Club was first issued in 1950. American Express came after 1958. MasterCard came in 1966, and Discover was unveiled in 1985. So that means we are down to Laura, KI5OLG, as the winner of tonight's elimination round. We got to say goodnight to Carson, KJ5AAN, Mike, W7QHE, and Ernesto, KI5PZN. Congratulations, Laura, KI5OLG. Let's go see what's going on in Alvin, Texas. Laura, you got anything fun going on for the weekend?
Hey, Rusty, this is KI5OLG, one lucky girl. Actually, not too much. I'm going to be trying to stay away from the hot temperatures down here. I'm going to be hiding in the AC and watching some movies and maybe watching some YouTube videos on radios that I'm looking at. So that's about it. Oh, yeah, I also got to give my little dog Pancho a bath, and he'll be screaming. So if you hear a banshee, that's him. This is KI5OLG, headed back to net control. Have a great weekend, everybody. 73.
Roger, old Poncho and Lefty. Well, congratulations on that. That's going to do it for tonight's Friday Night Trivia Net. We hope y'all had a good time hanging out with us. The Friday Night Trivia Net is a service of the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club, call sign N5OAK, and made possible through the generosity of people just like you. For more information on the club, becoming a member, or to learn how you can donate, visit us online at n5oak.org. I'd also like to thank Kyle, KA5D, and the fantastic people at the Crossroads Ham Radio Club for linking their repeater system for tonight's game. If you'd like to see all the great things they're up to, or just want more information about the KA5D or W5LCR repeater systems, visit them online at ka5d.com or crhrc.org. And of course, before you close your web browser, stop by, check out the BBS, go play all your favorite door games. You can also see the Trivia Net player rankings, stats, net logs, net check-ins, anything and everything that you want to know about the Trivia Net will be found there. Don't forget, tomorrow we got the Old Man Breakfast. This weekend we got the KI5PZN and KE5RS Fox Hunts if you were around the Travis and Williamson County areas. All the details can be found on the web and in the Discord. This is WZ5VBS, and it's time to bring tonight's Friday Night Trivia Net to a close. I'm going to signal all the repeaters to switch back to regular amateur use, and while they're doing that, I'd like to thank y'all for inviting us into your home tonight. Have a great weekend, be safe, and we'll see you right here for the next Oak Hill Friday Night Trivia Net. 73, y'all.
Cat 5 SME. Cat 5 SME, WZ5 BBS user.
Cat 5ST monitoring.
And 5 JTX.